There's a song that has been known to be in the Baptist church, and it's entitled Because He Lives. But I want to give you the current rendition of that, because it's because He lives and she lives that we can face tomorrow. It's talking about Jesus Christ being a male child, but until the female child is also recognized and identified with in positive ways, then we will not have the full understanding of the life of Christ, Jesus Christ. It says God sent his son, but I'm going to say God and Goddess, because without Goddess, there is no God. Without male, there is no female. Without a female, there is no male. Without a king, there is no queen. Without a queen, there is no king. Without a hero, there is no shero. Without a shero, there is no hero. And I could just go down the list, but I'm just going to just give you this. You sent your child. We call you Jesus. You came to love, heal, and forgive. You lived and died to buy a pardon. An empty grave is there to prove this child lives. Because you live, we can face tomorrow. Because you live, all fear is gone. Because we know who holds our future, and life is worth the living just because you live. And I say this to you today, that as we address issues concerning the Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Children and Family Services, of whichever name it may be labeled in your city, state, your town, your village, your county, your jurisdiction, as we must truly face the fact that both dad and mom do matter for the nurturing and the production and reproduction and the success of the child, we must know that both a male child and a female child do matter. As we learned during the horrific murder of Tamir Rice, his sister was also assaulted and abused, witnessing the devastation of her brother being murdered. But we don't hear much about this daughter, because it's still brushed under the carpet, the value of the female, when the female still does matter. But Jesus Christ represents both male and female, both lamb and ewe. Although no one has painted the picture of the female Christ, we saw in one book at one time, I saw in my parents' library, a woman carrying the cross, because women carry the cross on a day-to-day basis. We have to overcome obstacles on a day-to-day basis, and this takes nothing away from men at all. It does state, however, though, that the female has shed blood, cried, lamented tears, has wept, has mourned, has overcome obstacles on a day-to-day basis. And as we celebrate the 50-year anniversary of the League of Women Voters, for which I am the chaplain for the East Cleveland chapter in the state of Ohio, where East Cleveland was the first place to recognize the female to have the right to vote in the state of Ohio, in Cuyahoga County. When this plan was implemented and initiated, and Delta Sigma Theta sorority had to fight for its right, which is a black sorority, had to fight for its right to be accepted by the League of Women Voters. I just want to conclude with this verse by saying to you, and I pray that a songwriter and a musician would join in with me in this, as I change the tone of the American spirit and across the land. I say to you, how sweet to hold a newborn baby, to feel the joy and life this child brings, and greater still the calm assurance this child can face uncertain days, because this child lives. Because this child lives, we can face all of our tomorrows. Because this child lives, all fear it's gone. Because we know this child has a future, and life is worth the living. Just because we know this child has equal opportunities and this child lives. This represents both the male child and the female child, who, as a naturally born female, now a woman, who once was a little girl, I say to you that because this child lives, both the male child and the female child, we have opportunities in the land that shall be faced, addressed, produced, promoted, and this child will have an opportunity of life. In the Word, so many know as the Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it is stated to remember the Creator in the days of our youth. Because the time's going to come when we're going to need to know who the Creator is. But at the end of this chapter, it states, consider the conclusion of the matter. I say to you today, I've considered the conclusion of all matters. Because when a child lives, opportunity takes place. When a child lives, voting takes place. When a child lives, life takes place. When a child lives, hope takes place. When a child lives, you take place. Because we live, we can face our tomorrows and todays and our yesterdays. Because we live. I'm the daughter of both a male and a female. All fear is gone, because we know who holds our future, and life is worth the living. Just because we live. Choose life. It's right.